Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you very much for filling in the questionnaire. It's really, really helpful to us to help continue to improve what we are doing for students and parents alike. There are two issues that have been raised, and I want to address both of those now. Obviously, there are other smaller issues, and we're dealing with those person by person, but very loud and clear, we're hearing a couple of issues that the vast majority of people want addressing. So the first one is being able to see what's happening tomorrow, what's coming up tomorrow on a plan ahead. Now, the reason that we've been a bit reticent about this is just making sure that everybody knows how ePraise works. So clicking into Planner View, that's what you get. You can see up till midnight tonight what has been set. Now, moving forward, and that is to make sure that everybody, please, is clicking on due date. That is going to make the difference. If people click on set date by accident, what happens there is, because, for example, I set my Spanish lesson for Thursday on Wednesday, it appears there. But actually, this is not Wednesday's lesson. And you can see as I click on due date, it goes to the right place. It is now on Thursday because that is the due date of the lesson. We're just working with a system here that's not particularly designed for lockdown, but it is serving a purpose, and we need to make sure that the whole community knows how it works. So just as a short recap, it's very simple. Planner view, due date, and from Monday onwards, you will now be able to see the following day also. So it is now currently, as I speak, Thursday the 28th of January. And once we have that up and running, this student will be able to see Friday the 29th of January as well and be able to plan 24 hours in advance. There will be a couple of issues around there where, for example, if there's a member of staff who shares a lesson with another member of staff, often on that handover, there may be a slight delay if they're having to have a planning conversation, a planning meeting before moving ahead. Sometimes that happens. If you just bear with us on that, but generally the vast majority of lessons will now be able to be seen 24 hours ahead by making sure that you're clicking on due date, not set date. Thank you. One of the other issues is that some students are feeling a bit overwhelmed about things that they haven't done and that they can't catch up on. So in ePraise, when you've done it, it turns green, or if you've done it and you've got feedback available, it turns blue. Now, a few students are feeling a bit overwhelmed about all the red marks in ePraise, what they've not done. Our advice to you is just move forward. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a fresh start. Let's just keep working from the point that you are at and then move forward. Don't worry about the past and what's not been done. A couple of you, it's easy for me to say that, but you might be the perfectionist or the completer finisher that wants to have it all done. Well, why not just upload a piece of paper then to your teachers to say, work completed or didn't manage to finish that. And then on ePraise, it will change that red to green, and at least you will be feeling less overwhelmed by it. You'll have less in your overdue box, and then you can just move forward. If that is something that bothers you, we will say we will not be punishing people who come back to school who haven't done all the work. Yeah, the important thing is your well-being, your learning, and your well-being. That's important. So let's just look ahead to next week and start thinking next week is a fresh start for everybody. Don't worry about what's not completed. Let's just keep moving forward. I'm going to leave you with a message from Miss Evans, who is our school counsellor, who wants you to feel well and happy moving into the weekend, as do we all. Have a lovely weekend, and we shall see you again online on Monday, the 1st of February. Take care, everybody.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Evans here. I wanted to just leave you a little note in regards to some of the feedback that's been coming from some students about feeling overwhelmed with the amount of work that they've got going on. Now, obviously, I know that the SLT are looking at how we can help support you manage that. What I want to say, and this is really, really important, Your emotional well-being and your mental health is incredibly important, and I know that it's really difficult right now for some people. I know that our routines are not as they would normally be, and some people are really finding it very difficult to keep motivated and to keep going. So what I wanted to say is, it's okay if you are feeling that you are struggling and you are really struggling with the routine and keeping going with the work. Please do not stress on your own about it. Please talk to us. Let your teacher know, let your form tutor know, let me know. You can send any of us an e-praise message, have a chat with your parents maybe, or your carers, and we can help work through this with you. What we don't want is you feeling so overwhelmed and so bogged down with it all that you can't cope, and that is not what we want to happen. Your best is good enough, and everything that you are doing right now, all of those efforts and those attempts that you are making right now, that is good enough. I really want you to focus on your well-being, making sure that's up there, that's way up there. Obviously your work is important, but so is your emotional health and your well-being. So please, if you feel like you're struggling, please let somebody know, okay? So everything that you are doing is wonderful, and we're going to get through this and we will work through it together, but please don't feel on your own.